Hello and welcome to part 2 of our Euro Lakes and Mountains tour, where today we travel from Freiburg to Chamonix.
Nobody said anything about going over. I thought Switzerland was all about the tunnels.
I thought we were going through today.
I thought we were going through, yeah. I'm a bit terrified about this, being on the...
that is high.
The barrier side here.
That is high.
It's a little bit too close to a barrier for my liking.
Yeah.
Holy moly!
Don't swear, you're
Holy
on camera.
Moly.
Well, this could get very interesting. And on the sign it said that it was open but had snow.
Did it? So I think we're now about... probably 1.4 kilometres up.
1.45 it said on that sign.
1.45 kilometres up.
With 1 kilometre to go to the summit.
Top, yeah.
Distance-wise, not height.
And about 13 kilometres up, I think, with a good few switchbacks and bits and pieces.
It's very, very stunning. Very stunning. So we've arrived at our campsite in Chamonix. What's the view like?
Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Oh yes. Yes, we've made the rookie mistake of... Can you spot it? Can you spot it? Yes, we've managed to park so we don't have a view at all when we're having dinner, which is slightly frustrating.
We'll move it around tomorrow.
We'll move it around tomorrow. And big excitement.
Just seen a mountain rescue.
Yeah, helicopter came along, little basket thing came down, plucked somebody
up and off they went again.
Yeah, what have they been up to?
Naughty.
But I tell you what, we've just had the sun go down on the mountains here, and the colours on the snow were absolutely unbelievable.
Went really pink on that glacier that's in front of you at the moment.
It's one of those campsites where it's really difficult. I don't think on video this is going to look all that. Maybe some people think it will, but I tell you what, standing here, this is absolutely...
It seems a little unreal.
It does.
Actually, you can't quite believe what you're looking at.
It does. And tomorrow we are going to be going in a cable car, aren't we? Up to a viewing platform, Aiguille de Midi.
If we're saying that correctly.
If we're saying that correctly. So there's a train that's free from the campsite into the centre of Chamonix. You get the tickets when you book it.
The train isn't free.
No.
They give you free tickets.
Give you free tickets for the duration of your stay.
Yep.
You go into the centre, don't you? Mm-hmm. And then to the station where you can get the cable car up to a viewing platform where you can see Mont Blanc.
Yep.
And I think, fingers crossed, the weather's going to be clear tomorrow.
Hopefully. I mean, that's obviously the gamble that you take, isn't it? You pay you €78 each to do it. Yes, you heard me correctly. €78 per person.
It's a big cable car.
For your round trip in the cable car.
You can get one-way tickets.
Which you do need to book in advance. So we hastily got onto that today. So we've got a space booked on that tomorrow morning. And to the viewing platform and off we go. Yeah.
Well, there you go. I don't think we'll be hiking anywhere.
No, you can get off halfway or right up at the top if you want to, and hike all the way back down if you so wish.
You can.
I don't think I'm particularly up for this trip, actually.
But I have to say though, Sven in the background.
Sven's doing as well.
Sven's doing very, very well. Very well indeed. It's nice to get all the chairs out. It's about 21 degrees. And it's 9 o'clock at night, something like that. So it's beautiful just sitting outside, just having a drink and a bit of dinner and things. Brought the Kadak this time as a barbecue. Seems to be working very well. Very happy with that.
Some of the pinks are just reappearing actually on the mountains there, if you want to swing back around.
Have a quick look. Yeah, you can just see them in the background. Look, we'll try and do some better shots tomorrow of the mountains and things, because it really is incredible. We will do a proper walk round of the site here as well and tell you some of the the good things and some of the slightly more interesting and maybe not so good things if you're English. We'll see. Bonjour and welcome to Camping Les Marmots. So this is a quick campsite tour for you this morning. It's another beautiful day, clear blue skies. It's going to be fabulous. So let's have a quick tour. A quick walking tour, then you can see we're in the foothills of the Alps and Mont Blanc, of course, here in Chamonix. And when you come down into the site, it's important to note when you come to this site there is a 3-meter high bridge, so if your van is taller than 3 meters you might struggle to get, well, you will struggle to get in here. You're going to take some of it off. So we know our Sven is about 2.75, something like that, so we were okay, but just do bear that in mind because you have to go underneath the railway line to get here. So you come into the site, you park up just here, reception just there, and you check yourselves in. Now behind me, just before we have a quick look round, is this. Now this little hut here is a little food station, so every day they do something different here, and you can probably see whether it's tartiflette, barbecue, pizza, Nepalese crepes, that kind of thing. Something different every day, every single day of the week, so 7 days. And we saw them yesterday doing tartiflette, look very nice. They do frites as well, so if you want chips and those kind of things, they do that. And they sell beer, so nice little facility on the site there. Behind it, just at the back there is also an outdoor barbecue area if you want to use that too, because you're not allowed to use open fires on this site. You can use a gas barbecue, but no open fires. Now you can probably see already there's a bit of a combination here of little self-contained camping pods and some small little alpine style lodges. There's also caravans, tents, motorhomes, camper vans. It's a real mixed bag of everything here. So a good touring site. It's right next to the railway, so if I show you the camping map, I'll point out where we are on here. So we are up here on pitch 22, and the reception's here. We're standing just here at the moment. So this is the main road down here, and if you carry on down there, that is where the train station is, where you can get the train into the centre of Chamonix, and the train is included as part of your pitch price here. So really handy that, and it's for the entire length of your stay as well, unlimited trips. So what have you got here then? You've got some outdoor bathrooms, male and female, and what I was going to say about those was no toilet seat and no toilet paper, so bring your own. That's the key thing to do there. Then you've got a wash-up area inside. Let's see if we can just take a quick peek. So, wash-up area, sinks and basins, shower cubicles, and then around this other side here, outside wash-up area, and also some outdoor, well, semi-outdoor showers as well, and a set of toilets. So nice little central block. That's for the entire site. You can have a hookup here if you want it. That's not a problem. You do have to pay extra for it. And as you can see, the site is really nice and green. It's got this kind of, they're not tarmac roads, but they're kind of light gravelly roads all around it, and walkways. Nothing wrong with that at all. Quite a lot of privacy from the hedges, which is very nice, and this stunning backdrop of the hills behind, but you can never get away from the incredible mountain range views that this site has. Just an unbelievable start to your morning. When I stepped out the van this morning and the sun is glinting off the snow on the mountains, What a start to the day. So just have a quick wander down to our pitch, just down the bottom here. You'll see that we're right at the very end. As Sarah mentioned yesterday, we're parked the wrong way round at the moment, so once we filled it up with water, we'll be getting that turned around so we can have our breakfast in the morning and be looking at those incredible mountain ranges. So that is a quick tour of the campsite. There's obviously just pitches everywhere, as you saw on the map, and one thing I do have to find is I do have to try and find where we're going to fill up the van with water, because I've seen a few water points around, but they tend to be those push button ones that you can fill a water bottle from, not fill a van up. So need to go and hunt down where one of those is. I'll ask at reception. I'm sure they'll be able to sort me out, and we're just going to do that before we go and go on the cable car up to the viewing platform for Mont Blanc. So let's fill up the van and let's get into Chamonix.
Well, this is looking a bit more like we can enjoy the view. Will's done some lifting and shifting this morning, getting things moved around, and we've done a bit of manoeuvring on the pitch, and this is what we're going to be looking out over tonight.
That is the new seating area. So although we put the awning out, which seems, it's like we're reversed to having a good view.
Block the view! Block the view!
No, you sit in the chair here, look, that is the morning breakfast view that we're going to have tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're just going to need to remember to buy something for breakfast.
Yes, definitely.
We seem to be running low on supplies. So this is the base of the Aiguille du Midi cable car. You can see it goes up to the top there, that's the midpoint, and then it goes on another cable car right up to the summit. So Sarah's just checking out exactly what we've got to do in terms of our tickets. She's good at this kind of thing. Have you figured out what we've got to do?
Yeah, we go for green B.
Green
we have a
B.
ticket and a reservation.
Oh, see, organised.
Organised.
Is that where the massive queue is over there?
Quite possibly.
Okay then.
We're in.
Ready to go.
We're
Oh,
off.
oh.
This is hot. Very tight squeeze.
Yeah. Was there 60 in here?
Yeah.
We're good.
Well, that's nice. It's good breeze though.
Yeah. I'm not liking how the window's just held in with kind of little tags.
The door doesn't open.
Oh wow. Do I look like the tourist or what?
I think you could take the hat off quite safely.
Halfway point then.
Station number 1.
Wow.
From the top, we are going to see this side in France, the other side Italy, and east side is Switzerland. So we can
We're on the second leg.
Same tactic as before. Last in, and you get a view.
Last in, you get the epic view. Wow.
Well, you either need to be first in or last in, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, we're basically going vertical now. So last on, first off, and apparently we're leading the way. Welcome. That's it, jumper on.
Yep. That is icy. When the wind doesn't blow, it's quite nice.
We've got Mont Blanc on the map here, and there it is. Well, it's quite breathtaking.
Oh, the air definitely feels a bit thin.
Yep, it does. It's absolutely spectacular though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that view. You got Chamonix down at the bottom. And it really does feel like you're on top of the world. Oh, fancy a drink?
Yes.
Definitely.
It's been hard work getting up here.
I definitely feel a bit of the altitude.
Yeah.
Like just a little shortness of breath and a bit dizzy.
Yeah.
First time I think I've ever experienced it, but what's this? No, not quite 4,000 metres, is it?
It's about, I think.
338 or something?
The radiators are on. It's being warm in here.
Right, I'll go and get some drinks. Nice small spot of lunch.
It's enormous.
Oh!
I wonder whether they want you to share it amongst 3.
Maybe. Croque monsieur. S'il vous plaît.
French side.
Well, I've managed it. I said I wanted to get snow on my shoes today, and hopefully, if I just tilt this down, there we go. It's done. It's done. Sarah nearly went over, but she didn't. So, yeah, she saved herself. I thought we were going to end up with the helicopter, but unfortunately not for you guys. Fortunate for Sarah and me, though. If you're wondering what you can do at the halfway point, then guess what? You can have a beer. Of course you can. Yep, it's definitely time. It's 1 o'clock, so time for a nice beer. This is a Brasserie du Mont Blanc beer. I'm very much looking forward to trying this. And it is a beer with a view. This is the halfway station where you change cars up to the top. But it is such a stunning place. You can't pass up this as an opportunity to just sit and take it in. So we've just arrived back down. Sarah is at the merchandise.
I've seen a magnet that I really liked first thing. It's this one. It's actually textured.
Okay,
Which feels really nice. And nice colours, I think.
sounds like a good plan. Clearly you can't come out of the cable car without being funneled into the gift shop. That is how it works. But as far as gift shops go, it's very nice, and you can buy a Mont Blanc pen. Surprise, surprise. Hot.
About 32 degrees, I think, something like that.
Something like that.
Very nice. Taking
It
a
is.
bit of acclimatising too.
So that means ice cream with a view again. We're in the centre of Chamonix here and just taking it in. It's taking a bit of a slow explore round. You just cannot get away from that looming mountain at the back. Every turn, it's still there.
Well, what a day. Amazing.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed all that scenery as we were going up the Aiguille du Midi. Certainly, yeah, up and up and up and up. It certainly made us feel a bit peculiar at the top. I don't think we've ever been that high before, have we? So, yeah, quite stunning. So if you're here in Chamonix, camping, just visiting, definitely worth checking that out. It's quite something special.
Yeah.
Really something special.
Yeah. A little terrifying at times.
Yeah.
Particularly the very last stage. Felt more like you were in a lift
Yeah,
rather
it
than a
goes
cable car.
So
being
vertical, doesn't it?
Dragged up the vertical
It does.
stone
Yeah, it does.
edifice of the mountain.
But no, it's very, very good indeed. A good walk through Chamonix. Excellent ice cream, as you'd expect. And
Gelato.
Gelato, yes.
Yes.
And a few souvenir bits and bobs and stuff. So
Very,
really
very
good.
limited in the souvenirs.
You have
I
been
think
controlled.
I've been very controlled
Very
in
controlled.
the souvenirs.
Now there is a van item I've had to buy.
It's quite hilarious, to be honest.
So I've had to buy a new mallet, rubber mallet for doing pegs and all that kind of stuff. Basically, the one that I had was so cheap. I was hammering in a peg and the head flew off, kind of comedy fashion. So I shoved it back on, and then it got to the point where it basically, as I was going to hammer something in, the head was coming off before it had even hit the tent peg.
You had to duck whenever Will
Yeah,
was.
so basically, to try and stop flying like rubber hammerheads flying around or hitting the van, we've had to go and find a new one. And there only seems to be one type for sale in the whole of Chamonix.
Yes.
Which has got a particularly horrid handle on it as well, which really hurts. So, needs must.
But at least the rubbery head thing seems to be affixed to the metal at the moment.
We'll have to see, won't we,
as far as we've
when
seen.
we next try it. So tomorrow I think we're going to go on we are going to go on a scenic train ride up to a glacier. So very much looking forward to that.
Yep.
Should be fascinating once again.
Another bit of a wander around the town, I think.
Yeah, probably more gelato.
Yep.
And then pizza here at the campsite tonight.
Tomorrow night.
Sorry, tomorrow night. We did weaken and have some fries tonight, didn't we? And they were very good. So if he can cook pizza like he can cook fries,
Yep.
I mean, obviously a bit more skill involved in pizza, but you know,
Should
if
be
he
all
can do
good.
that, it should be all good. We had some German Bockwurst tonight, didn't we?
Yep.
Which is very meaty.
They know how to make sausages.
Very, very meaty. But the Kadak performing beautifully, as you'd imagine.
Yep. Doing a nice job.
It's all good. So yeah, train ride tomorrow, pizza, and then we're moving on to Lake Como.
Yeah.
So let's get this evening going, and then have some decent kip and get on with tomorrow. We're back in Chamonix, and today we're going up to see the glacier, aren't we?
Yes, day 2 of
Day 2.
touristing.
Yes, although it's day 3 of us being here, so we've got our
Technically.
last night. So we found a decent coffee shop yesterday, we'll just nip round there to grab a quick cuppa, and then back to the station, the main station, which is where the train to the glacier goes. Glacier. So yeah, looking forward to this. You managed to order, well done.
I managed to order in French, but then said thank you in German. I've got no idea what country I'm in or what language I'm actually trying to speak. I'm just thoroughly confused. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Right, onward with some caffeine and onward with the exploring.
Just orange.
You excited? Let's see, is the train coming? Here it comes. We're off.
Chug, chug, chug.
So I don't think I'd ever been on a cogwheel train before, but this is a really interesting experience. Nice wooden seats in here, they're actually really comfortable. Here we go. So with this glacier, I was doing some reading about it, it's 7.5 kilometers long and 200 meters deep, so it's an absolute monster. It's the biggest in France and the second biggest in the Alps, so who knows what we're going to see, but I tell you what, it's going to be pretty remarkable, I know that. So let's jog on up there. I think train takes about 20 minutes to get up there, something like that from what I read. Let's get on up there. It's the first time I've been uphill on a train. Yeah, it's difficult to explain just how steep this is. It's quite amazing, really. I can't really capture it on camera, apart from showing you that the camera's level and that bar is clearly not.
Feels a little bit like the beginning of a roller coaster.
We've just been past a little kind of broken down wooden shack. It feels like the runaway mine train at Alton Towers. Like
a very slow version.
Or that suddenly like the brake's going to come off and we're going to go flying back down the hill again. Quite incredible views as you come up here. Winds its way round. Right, so we've just got off the train, and as it says there, 1913 metres. So we've come up about 900 metres, haven't we? Because Chamonix is about 1,000. And
there are cable cars, look.
There you go. What a view. That's some glacier, that. Surprise, surprise, there's a souvenir shop here as well. So guess what? There she is. She's in already. Well, we've managed to find a beautiful looking restaurant with a view of the track as it comes up, and he's just clearing us a lovely table so we can sit. Even got an umbrella so we're not going to get burnt to a crisp.
I wouldn't exactly say that we found the little restaurant place. I think you basically get funneled towards it from the gift shop.
No, we need to make it appear as though it was a big adventure to get here, which it clearly wasn't. But no, we're very much looking forward to this. And there's some amazing looking GoFrays coming out as well. So maybe not just a drink, we'll see.
Well, we've done the top. Now for the trip back down again. It's steep, to say the least, isn't it? But at least we've got the right seats. We're at the front of the train. We can see out on the side where we're going to see Chamonix, aren't we? So that's the main thing.
Here we go then. The pizza is superb, I have to say. Great menu.
We have traditional Italian fare with Mexican drink overlooking the French bit of the Alps.
Or you could say that we're overlooking the the Italian border, because if you go through the Mont Blanc tunnel from here, as we're going to do tomorrow morning, that is it. We're in Italy. So maybe he's just popped across to serve us Italian pizza.
This doesn't stick here though at all, but I tell you what, that was a really good price in the supermarket. And I've got a teenage passion for Desperado, and it's quite expensive at home. No way I'm buying it at home, but here, bargain. So treat yourself to 6 bottles of that and a lime, and I'm well away. But we've just sat through a thunder and lightning storm. That was quite exciting. It's feeling a little fresher now. It's just about stopped raining, and we can see the peak again.
It's
all disappeared.
Yeah, no, it's back. It's back. It's slightly difficult to see at the back there, but it's definitely back.
And Will's been down to get us pizza, so great.
Yeah, so nice last night here in Chamonix. Hopefully, if that rain's come today, that means it'll be drier overnight and then dry for packing up in the morning. That would be lovely, rather than having to pack up in the rain. But if we do, we do.
It was starting to get quite steamy, so quite pleasing actually. We've had that bit of a thunderstorm that's just taken that heat out of the day a bit.
Yeah. So onward to Como tomorrow.
Yeah, Lake Como. We're not actually going to Como though. We are going to a town that the name escapes me entirely, but right up at the top of Como.
It's at the top of Lake Como. Yes. More details en route.
Yes.